Now you chain to the green yarn, do a slip knot, and then start from any stick that is below the first the edge of the petal. And we won't do 30 single crochet in the back loops. And when you crochet, you can hide the green yarn. Finish 30 single crochet into the back loops. Now you do a slip stitch into the front loop of the first stitch, and you can mark back loop. Okay, now we start the so we will have 5 petals for the sepal, and we use Afghan stitches as well. So to start, first you do 3 chains, and working on the back, the vertical bar on the back of the chain. So we start from the second bar. Skip this one, and we insert the hook in the second one, and we will do 1 Afghan single crochet, and then do 1 single crochet into the front loop of the next stitch on the base. Yeah, you have 3 strands of yarn on your hook, and pull the yarn through 2 loops at a time. 2 down. That row 1. Row 2, you chain 3, and again from the second bar on the back, we will do 3 unfinished single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 single crochet into the front loop of the next stitch on the base, and pull the yarn through 2 loops. Row 3, chain 5, and from the second bar we will do 4 slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 slip stitch. And now you're going to do 3 unfinished single crochet, and then 1 single crochet into the front loop of the next stitch, and pull the yarn through. Now you chain 1 for the 4th row. You chain 1 and do 2 slip stitch. So start from the second bar as well. 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch. You can see that you have 1 bar left, so we do 1 unfinished single crochet here, and then 1 single crochet into the front loop of the next stitch. 3 strands of yarn, pull it through. So for the 5th row, chain 1 and do 1 slip stitch into the second bar, and then 1 slip stitch into the next front loops. Okay, so you finish the first petal of the sepal. So repeat this process 4 more times, and you won't have 5 of these. But make sure that you do a slip stitch into the front loop of the next stitch first, and then repeat row 1 to row 5. I'll do it one more time. Chain 3 from the second bar, do 1 unfinished single crochet, and then chain 3 from second bar, do 3 single crochet, one into the front loop, and chain 5 and do 4 slip stitch, do 3 unfinished single crochet, and then 1 into the front loops. Now chain 1, do 2 slip stitch and 1 unfinished single crochet, 1 unfinished single crochet into the next front loop, pull it through, and the last one is chain 1, do 1 slip stitch and then 1 slip stitch into the front loop. The second one, now do 1 slip stitch into the next front loop and repeat the process. Okay, so now you finished 5 sepals of the calyx, and you can slip stitch into the last front loops, and you can cut off the yarn. Onto the back. Okay, now we still use the green yarn, and we will do again 30 single crochet into the back loops, we will do 30 single crochet, and you can hide both green yarn at the back of your work as you go along with your single stitch. Okay, you finish 30 single crochet. Now you can slip stitch into the first stitch. So from this row we can work on both loops, and for the next row we will do 15 decrease. So chain 1, and we will do the decrease by insert the hook in the front loops from the front to the back, the first one, and then the front to the back on the front loop of the second stitch, and pull the yarn through 2 loops and do 1 crochet, and that's how you would do the decrease. So again, the front loops only of 2 stitches, pull the yarn through and yarn over. Then do a slip stitch into the first one. So the first one should be this one. Okay. So for the next row, we will do 7 decreases and 1 single crochet. And before the hole become too small, we will prepare wire to put it in and close the zip or wire we go. So you have a wire like this, and you can bend the top of it. Just so it can secure. Insert into the flower like this, but the hole here is still quite big, so we do a couple of decreases and we will start filling. Now I think it's okay. When you feel that the stem can be quite secure in the flowers, we can continue to do our decreases. So this should be the last stitch, and we will do a single crochet, and you slip stitch into the first one, okay. Now you can cut the yarn and leave a tail. Use a yarn needle to close the loop. Okay. So bring the yarn needle through the back loops of every stitch from the front to the back. And then pull it tight. Then you can do another one through. Do it a couple of times to secure the stem. Okay. Okay, so we finished with the flowers and the sepal. Okay, so now we're going to do the small leaves. You will need to make 2 small leaves like this. You need a craft wire of about 20-25 centimeters. We will start with a chain of 15. Okay, so 15 chains, and from, you can add the Y now. So hold your Y underneath your work, and we will work from the second chain from your hook. So skip this one and we will work from the second chain. Make sure to pull the yarn through the Y as well, and we will do a single crochet first. Next one is the half double crochet, and then 8 double crochet. Next you do a half double crochet, then 2 single crochet. Okay, in the last stitch we will do 3 single crochets in 1 stitch. 1, 2, 3. And you can fold the wire in half. You can mark the central stitch of the leaves here, that second there would be the center of the leaves. So continue working on the other side. We will do 2 single crochet, make sure that you work across the wire. So this next one, 1, 2, 2 single crochet, and then 1 half double crochet, then 8 double crochet. Then you do 1 half double crochet and 1 single, and wrap the yarn behind the bow wire. We do a slip stitch into the first stitch and pull the yarn very tight. So that's the first row. Start the second row, we will do 1 chain, and then on this first stitch we do 1 single crochet, then we do 1 half double crochet, then 1 double crochet increase, which means that 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. Then we will make 1 double crochet. Here you will do a picot edge, a picot stitch. You do 2 chain and do a slip stitch into the second bar, second back palm here. So that would make a picot stitch. Next you will do 6 half double crochet. Then do 1 more half double crochet, and here you do 1 picot stitch again, chain 2 and slip into the second bum on the back. Now we're gonna do 3 single crochet. So at this central stitch of the leaves, we will do another picot stitch. So do 1 single crochet and then do 3 chain and slip stitch to make a picot, and then do 1 single crochet in the same central stitch. So on the other side again we do 3 single crochet and do 1 picot stitch here, chain 2 and slip stitch, and you do 7 half double crochet. And then here you will do 2 chain, slip stitch to make a picot, and then 1 double crochet. Next one you do a double crochet increase, then 1 half double crochet. So for the last stitch we're going to do a single stitch. So that will be the end of row 2. To finish we will slip stitch into the first stitch here. Make sure you bring the yarn behind both yarns, behind the wire, so, and pull the yarn tie and wrap it another one like this before you cut the yarn. Leave a tail, and you can also cut the okay, so your small leaf is finished. To wrap the yarn around the wire. Secure it between the wire. Okay, so now you have 2 small leaves, and I'll show you how to make the big leaf. Okay, now I'm showing you how to make the big leaf. So we'll make one big leaf, and we'll start with 18 chains. So 18 chains. Now you need to add the wire. So hold the wire like this between your hook and your working yarn, and then do 3 more chains. Okay, so now you can fold your wire into half. And we won't be working on the vertical bar of the chain stitch and through bow wire as well. So first we will do a slip stitch into the third, if you can, the third one, you can see the little bump at the back of the chain stitch here. This is where we're going to do our stitches. So do a slip stitch into the third one. This is where the wire goes through as well. So insert your hook here and do a slip stitch. So that would be the top of your big leaf. Now starting with the next back bump, we're gonna do 2 single crochet. And then do 8 half double crochet. So that 8 half double crochet, and then next you do 3 single crochet. So that's the first row. To start the second row, you're gonna turn the work and work from the second stitch. So this is the first stitch. Skip this one and we'll be working on the second stitch here. First do a slip stitch. Sorry, no, do 9 single crochet. And then do 1 slip stitch. And chain 1. Turn the work to start row 3. So start from second stitch, skip this one, start from here, do 1 slip stitch, and then do 1 single crochet, and then 6 half double crochet. The last stitch here we could do 1 single crochet, and then here you need to do 1 single crochet into the vertical bar of the previous row. Insert your hook through 2 vertical bar like this. And then the last stitch, you want do a single crochet into the same stitch of the of row 2, of row 1, of the first row. So insert your hook into the same back palm here, and then next you do 3 single crochet into the next back palm on the chain. So that row 3. To start row 4, we're going to chain the work, and from the second stitch do 3 single crochet. Now do 3 change, and then from the second stitch you do 1 slip stitch and then 1 single crochet. Now again, turn your work and start from the first stitch here, do 2 half double crochet, and then 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Now, like the previous row, do 1 single crochet into the vertical bar of the previous row's single stitch, and then 1 single stitch into the same back palm on the chain, this, and then do 2 more single crochet so this should be the last bump on the chain stitch. Now turn your work, row 6, turn your work, and from the second stitch, so skip this one, from this one you will make 7 single crochet. Then do 3 change. From the second stitch, do 1 slip stitch, then 1 single crochet. Turn your work, and from the first stitch, do 1 half double crochet, then 1 half double crochet increase, with 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. Then next do 4 half double crochet, the last stitch we will do 1 single crochet, then do 1 single crochet in the vertical bar of the last stitch of previous row, then 1 single stitch into the last stitch of previous row. So you finished 1/2 of the leaf. Okay, so now we work on the other side of the leaf. So do 1 slip stitch into that same stitch here, then chain 1, So from the other side we want to do 8 single stitches. Six half double crochet. Okay, then you do 1 slip stitch, then chain 1 and turn your work. So from the second stitch we will do 1 slip stitch, 1 single crochet, and then 7 half double crochet. That's 7 half double crochet, and then you do 4 single crochet. Now turn your work, and from the second stitch we will do 3 single crochet. And then chain 3. From the second stitch do 1 slip stitch, and then 1 single crochet. Now turn your work, and from the first stitch we will do 2 half double crochet. In the last stitch do a single crochet, and then you do a single crochet into the vertical bar of the last stitch in the previous row. Then 1 single crochet into the last stitch, into the same hole here of the last stitch of the previous row. Then do 2 more single stitch. Now turn your work, and from the second stitch do 7 single stitch. Again, do 3 chains from the second to 1 slip stitch and 1 single crochet. Turn your work, from the first stitch do 1 half double crochet, then 1 half double crochet increase, then 4 half double crochet. In the last stitch we will do a single crochet, then do a single crochet into the vertical bar of last single stitch of previous row. So insert your hook here. So find the last stitch of the previous row, which is this one, and then insert the hook in the vertical bar. Then you do one single stitch into the same space of the last single stitch of the previous row. Yeah. Now you finish the leaves. Do one slip stitch into the last stitch of the other side. And wrap the yarn another time. Pull it and cut the yarn, leaving a tail. So this is the big leaf. Now you attach the two small leaves into the big leaf. So just hold them like this. And then wrap them tightly. Okay, now with the stem, hold this yarn from the staple. You hold it tight to secure the flowers, and then with another green yarn, wrap it. You can apply some glue here as well if you want. Otherwise, just wrap it really tight. And hold this yarn as well. Okay, so now you can attach the leaves into the stem. And wrap it until the end of the stem. You can apply some glue at the end and wrap the yarn. Okay, so your peony is complete. It's so beautiful. You can make this peony in as many colors as you want, or you can use a darker color for the first two layers and the lighter one for the outer one. And I hope you enjoy it. and please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming tutorials. Thank you.